Right. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Sunday, the 24th of May, 2020. Now, before I commence the presentation I want to do today, I would just like to offer my condolences to everyone and to anyone who has lost family in regards to coronavirus. And my condolences to everyone. And hopefully, our nurses and doctors continue to do the excellent job that they've done over the last 3 months. Now, again, it's down to you to act responsible and to be aware and to stay alert when you go out and about, even when you go shopping. I can only recommend what I do. I wear gloves and a face mask now myself, which is somewhat the norm now. Okay, so in the interest of everyone's health and welfare, we should be doing that ourselves. Okay, what I want to do is begin to look at a banana. Now, I told you guys that I was going to consider looking at a banana in regards to fractions. Now, you remember the orange escapade? Now, something along that lines as well I'm going to be doing. But today, we need to consider what a banana is. Now, banana, some of you goes to a shop, right? And you see on one side it says organic bananas. Then it says on the other label, it says bananas. Now, there is no difference between organic bananas and bananas because bananas are naturally organic. Okay, that you grow on a tree. They're not made in a laboratory. They don't go and make them up in a factory. Okay, they're all grown from a tree and produced. Now, for your edification, go and have a look. Google how bananas grow on Google, and it'll show you exactly how bananas are grown and the plantations that these bananas are grown in places like the Caribbean, Costa Rica, Guyana, etc. Now, so today I'm going to be looking at. I hope you could see this. Yes. Okay. Fractions. All right. Now, again, today what I want to look at is quarters. Why does 1/4 plus a quarter plus another quarter plus another quarter equals 1? And my question is why? Now, so what I want to do today is to begin to give us an idea. Now, I'm hoping that this will come up as I can see it on my screen. Okay. All right. All right. So we're going to look at quarters and why, when added together, they make 1. Okay. Now you can't see my banana just yet, okay? But I'm going to show you my banana in a moment. So bear with me for a second while I get everything to my hand, okay? All right, now here is my banana, okay? And my banana is a lovely plump. Hang on, let me just make sure I can get over to where it is, okay? Bear with me for a second. Let me just get organized. Okay, yep, almost, I think. Almost. Hang on. I'm just trying to get it in focus. Bear with me for a second. Let me see if I can get it back up onto here. Sorry about that noise. Okay, let's see if I can get this a little bit more in line. Okay, right. That's my banana. Now, before we do anything ever, safety, safety, safety. And for those of you, this is actually a knife that we have here. So again, if you have children around you for any shape or form, please make it sure your priority, make sure that they don't handle this or get injured by it in any shape or form. And this applies to some of you adults as well, because some of you are just as bad as the kids. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to use my banana today. And some of you may not even realize it, but some kids, right, when you ask them to say banana, they can't actually say banana. They end up saying something like banana. Now, I apologize to anyone or in any language where banana might mean something else or a different kind of fruit. But believe me, in the UK, it simply means a banana. Okay. Now, I want to bring my bananas to this so I can get them into quarters. Okay. So I can get them all into quarters. And I need to make sure that I have quarters. I need to divide the banana equally. Okay. So we have, so we have 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4 of my banana. Okay. Right. So this is my tape measure. Okay. As you can see now, I've brought in a tape measure completely. And I want to measure my banana. Okay. And I'm going to measure my banana from the stem to the end. And it's telling me here it is 8 centimeters. Okay. So it's coming from taking that off there. Okay. Okay. And we okay, I'm just trying to get the stem off, and it's a little bit tougher to get off than it looks. Right? It's only a little stem of a banana. Ah, see? Here we are. Now, it tells me that my banana is 8 centimeters long. Okay. 8 centimeters long. So I simply can mark my bananas, my banana at guess what? Now, guess what? Now, when you're measuring, right, make sure you're measuring on the right units. So if you're using inches, make sure you're dealing in inches, as you can see here, 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch. But you can see that my banana is not 8 centimeters long at all. My banana is 10. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 centimeters long. Okay, so you can see I have quite a big banana. Okay, right, so 18 centimeters long. So I need to find a center, and the center of my banana is going to be 9 centimeters right there. Okay. Now, here's where you cut your banana. Now, be gentle with your banana, okay? Because you don't want to cause yourself any injury. And here we have 2 halves of my banana. Now, you remember the orange. And don't say you don't, because it's still on there. And remember the orange when we did the fractions for orange? Okay? Okay, let us look at and the orange, and the video for the orange is still there, still being viewed as well. Okay, right. So all we're now doing is using a banana because we want to do it in fractions. Okay, so that's 1/2, 1/2. Now I wanted to make sure that my bananas became, I can cut them exactly as I can into quarters. So if I then measure my banana, and I'm doing a lot of measuring of my banana, okay, it should give me 4.5 centimeters now. Now I know it's should be 9 centimeters, okay? So 4.5 will give me my exact quarter, and my quarter arrives here, okay? Right there, so. Okay, right. Now I'll do the same to the other half of banana, which we came as 9, okay? And it should be about 4.5, it's here, okay? Now, obviously, it's not exactly a quarter because obviously I'm dealing with a little curvature on the banana. Okay, so let me cut my banana again, and I've diverted a little bit from the exact mark, simply take into account any deviation of that. Now, so you can say 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. And if anyone says my quarters are bigger than each other, well, I'm going to have to agree with you. Okay, it's not perfect, but the idea that you can see how we can illustrate a one whole object into sections and make it into quarters. Okay. Now, question to you. Sorry. Question to you. And again, please, safety, safety, safety. Make sure your blades are somewhere safe and turn away from yourselves. Okay, so you cannot cause your injury. Now, if I was to cut each of these again, what would my fraction then be? That's a question to you. If I cut each of these again, what would the fraction become? And what would be my denominator? Okay, so we know now all denominators. So what we have now is we have this. Sorry, can I show you? Yep, can I show you? Yep. We have these fractions, okay, and we have 4/4. Right. Because these are fractions and they are now in quarters, we need to determine how we're going to make them into a whole thing. So let me just bring up my camera a little bit so I can get a bit more visual. Okay, I'm going to, right, let's just get it a little bit more, Sorry about that. Just bear with me for a moment while I try and get it set up. Okay. It's not perfect, but better than, a bit better than it was. So you can see here our quarters now, okay? So that's how we would write one of these would represent. So that's how one of these would be represented by as a quarter. So we got 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. Now, each of these is 1/4, okay? So we need to find LCM. That's the lowest common multiple, okay? Lowest common multiple, okay? Let me make sure you can see it. Turn it around in the light, okay? Get my banana back over here, okay? Okay, right? And that's the fraction that is written, would be written as, okay? Now, the LCM So the LCM is the lowest number that 4 will divide into. And here it so happens to be 4. Okay? That means that a number that 4 will divide into exactly. Okay? No remainders or anything of the sort. Okay? And here we have, that is the total, that is the lowest, sorry, number that 4 will divide into. It so happens to be 4 also. And here we have 4. Now, let's see how we can apply that. Okay? Let me make sure I get this upright for those of you who are fussy. Okay? Thank you. I don't like to read sideways, nor do I must admit. Okay? Now, let us add our quarters. We got 1 quarter, 2 quarters, 3 quarters, 4 quarters. But if that is my common denominator, right? Remember I said 4, what I said before earlier. Then I want to make sure and find out y is equal to 1. And that's the objective. So 4 into 4 goes once. 1 times 1 equals 1. 4 into 4 goes once. 1 times 1 equals 1. Again, 4 into 4 goes once. 1 times 1 equals 1. Now, we multiply the top because we need, whatever we do to the bottom, we must do to the top. So we need to take the top into consideration, so it is multiplied by the division of 4 into 4, which goes once. And to remove that numerical value here, or I should say the reciprocal, it's simply multiplied out. Okay. So here again, 4 into 4 goes once. 1 times 1 equals 1. And we have 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 4. And when we divide 4 divided by 4 is equal to 1. So we have proven that a quarters, when added up together, will equal to 1. Okay? And this is the part I like. Now, my question still remains to you. If I divided these quarters into another, if I cut these again into whatever fractions, what fraction would they become? And the answer to that would be 8. They would be 1/8. So each of these would then become 1/8 because we then have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And let's just show you how that would be done. So if I took this again and cut it again, okay? Again, safety, safety, safety. And there we are. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Sorry about that. Even I'm getting lost in my own work. Okay, right. Now let me just see if we can get this up. Okay. Now, bear in mind when you're doing fractions is to remember your numerator and your denominator. So if I said 2/5, add what? 2/3. What would be your common denominator to give you that common entity that will make it possible to divide each 2/5 and 2/3 to find that total value of those fractions. Now, again, you will always be looking for your common denominator, okay? And that is vital. And just to show you this, show you that it actually works. Let me just see if I can bring it down on some piece of paper here for me. So if I take 2/5, right, plus 2/3, and here we have 2/5 plus 2/3. Okay, what would that equal to? Let's take that as a sample. So our common denominator, if we multiply 3 times 5 equals what? Tell me. 3 times 5 equals what? 15. Okay? So the common denominator becomes 15. So that's how I write it down. Now, you may want to do this in your head, but believe me, when I do it in my head, it hasn't worked for me because you're doing so many calculations and in such a minute space that you need to write it out. And I would always recommend you write out your fractions so you can arrive at a solution that you can look back on to see how you did it. So use your knowledge as past experience from what you have previously done. Okay? That is important to understand that concept. So we have 15 now, right? So here, my common denominator. Okay? And I've written this here, common denominator, okay? So you can see how it's done here, okay? Sorry about that. Okay. And let's find out now. 5 into 15 goes 3 times. 3 into 15 goes 5 times. Now here is the interesting part. 5 into 15 goes 3 times. And I put a few up there called, again, I need to get rid of the reciprocal, okay, basically. Okay, well, I call it a reciprocal, okay? Plus 2/3. 3 into 15 goes 5 times. So up there, that goes that. So 3 times 2 is 6. Plus twice 5 is 10. Now here you have your common denominator is 15ths. So therefore 10 plus 6 or 6 plus 10 equals 16 over 15 equals 16 over 15. Now this would be called a top heavy, well, I know it referred to as a top heavy fraction. So we need to bring it down to a simpler form, and that would be equal to 1 and 1/15. So you can then now see that that is equal to 16 over 15 equals 1 and 1/15. Okay, we'll bring it down, brought it down to its simplest form and its lowest common factor. Okay, let me just use this for you, bring this in so you can see it, taking my face out of the picture for a moment. Okay, I just want to be sure that when I play it back that it's been fully viewed. Okay, and that I didn't leave anything out. Okay, now I'm hoping that you found this useful, because what I want to do then is go on to, that's just the basis of fractions, okay? And what I wanted to do was to show you how that is done. But what I'm going to do then is now begin to do actual fractions and calculations and show you how those are done, both for addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication of fractions, okay? Now, believe me when I tell you, some of my guys in electrical engineers, especially when they're coming from school, are not always okay with fractions. They have to be taught, and they have to be taught from scratch. Okay, basically. Again, I'm keeping this here for a while. I know. I'm just making sure that it has gone through, and that it will come up on screen when I play it back. Okay. Now, this is the part I like the most. I love eating my banana. And for those of you with little perverse minds, it's purely a banana, or if you like, a banana. Okay? And again, I apologize to anyone who, excuse me, who banana might mean something else entirely or a different kind of fruit again. But now I think everybody should enjoy a good banana. Hmm. Lovely. Mm. 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 Now, now isn't it brilliant that I'm able to eat my fractions in the form of a fractionized banana? Ah, now, now, there's supposed to be something about a banana that is meant to be supposed to do some good to your body. But I have no idea what good that's supposed to be. But I could tell you this for now. It's nice eating these bananas. This banana. Or banana. Hmm. And again, I apologize for any unintended offense. None intended. Mm. Mm. Now, sorry. What I want to do is to now I've put some fractions on the channel already, but I didn't make them singular or make them available for you to use in a sense. But try and look at the work I do and try and make sure that you can write it out. So what I'm going to do in the regard to the fractions, I'm going to do a similar thing to what I've been doing now, and I'm going to bring this up on screen and let you give me the answers, hopefully. Okay? Because I think it's important that you understand the concept of it. And don't forget, try and try again if you need to. Okay? And I've finally eaten my banana. Those were lovely fractions. I could really enjoy my fractions. Okay, that's it for now. Um, I'm going to get back to you in due course. Because again, I've got a lot of electrical stuff that I want to be doing and putting up. So, but bear with me. And again, take care. Watch how you go. Remember, coronavirus is still there. It has not gone away. Okay, we still have to be keeping distance from each other, even from our families. I mean, I, I want to hug a nice warm woman, but you can't get nowhere near them lately here. So that's just life. So for the moment, I'm going to have to save all my huggings and then try and bring it out in, well, we can't bring it out in one go, can we? We have to bring it out stages. But gloves, face mask, when you go out and about. Again, also show consideration when you're on the buses or on the trains. Okay, that's even more so than ever before. Okay, again, my view is that this coronavirus thing is a man-made thing. So somewhere along the lines, somebody has got to look out for it. Hopefully, we get on top of it and we can resolve the issues of its damage to us all. Okay. Right, let me just see if I can change my angle, my camera a bit. Okay. Yes. Okay, that will be it. And again, safety, safety first. Okay, thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.